Welcome to Breathe and Feel. This is my live event. It's probably my signature event now that I've been doing for about 6 years. This is going to be a recording that I'm about to share with you of an event that I had last week. And it's a 1 hour guided meditative journey through your mind, your body, and your energy field for deep integration of your source consciousness. This is about physiological cellular integration, and the people who have loved this event for years send me messages all the time, which I love, about the shifts that they've had in feeling their bodies more open, more relaxed, more connected, and feeling something really big shift. So this is a full hour long deal. I'm going to start the recording, and when I do that, you're kind of missing out on about the first 10 to 15 minutes where we get online and we chat and people ask questions. We had a dozen people on this call, and I don't hit record until we're done with that so that you can have a nice meditative experience. So you're going to hear from the point where I take over and start guiding the meditation with a few minutes of intro. So, what you need to know is just get comfortable. Do this, maybe lay on your couch, lay in your bed, find a cozy, safe space where you can relax and open up, because what you're doing is opening up, releasing energy blocks, releasing all the old energy that has been affecting your mind, your body, your health, and your manifestational world, and allowing more of your pure light, source consciousness to come in. You're recollecting your soul fragments, all the energy you've given away to the world. We're reclaiming that in this event. So it's a deep shift, and you want to give yourself a good safe and cozy space for that. So whether you put on headphones, ideally you're going to lay down and close your eyes, even though we're here on YouTube. So if you have any questions, let me know. Comments, please let me know. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and let you enjoy the event. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how you like it. Thank you. Namaste. Hello and welcome to today's Breathe and Feel. Thank you, everybody who is now just hearing me for the first time, and thank you to everybody who is here. Just a reminder, if this is your first time on the call, we usually try to keep it to about 5 to 10 minutes of questions before I start. You're always welcome to send me questions beforehand, and also put questions in the chat. And wherever you're at, take a breath and get comfortable. I'm going to give you a few minutes to get comfy because you're going to want to let your body open up for this event. This is about physical, physiological integration, right? So you're doing a lot in your day-to-day life to integrate through the mind and learn new ways of being. But this is really a deep physiological shift that we do in Breathe and Feel. So I'm just getting our little meeting locked down here to make sure we have it quiet. So everybody's mute should be sort of locked in, so that your body can open up and relax. And relaxation is a big part of this. So as you make sure you get comfy and you're in a nice, safe, quiet space, just a couple things I'll mention too, for my friends here who have been enjoyed these events and similar events. I've got a few things coming up, so keep your eyes peeled. I will be announcing probably in the next couple weeks some live streams, maybe some chats with my friend Tanya Castillo. For those who know Tanya, I know a lot of you do. And we're going to be doing a retreat starting in October, a very deep embodiment retreat online. It'll probably be a couple of weeks, so more to come on that. And then since we have not been doing our everyday life as creator calls now since this summer, and I will be sending out more information on what I will be offering as far as some ongoing connection and ongoing events, and probably getting back into doing some regular events
for the joy and the sharing of things and celebrating our journey, because all of our work here cannot just be clearing and dealing with the darkness, which was a question that came up, and we will talk about that. So, some cool things coming. And for today, I just want you to get really comfy, really cozy, and we'll just take a moment and go into your breath. So, as we begin today, we're going to do this a little different. Normally I have a tendency to go right into breathing. And our Pure Presence event was so spectacular a few weeks ago. We will sprinkle moments of presence. Um, yes, we will have a recording of this too. You will all get a recording. Um, and if you feel called to listen to this recording, that's why I do mute everyone so we have a nice recording. Years ago, when I started these, probably 5 years ago now, this has been a kind of a maybe it's my signature event now, we'll call it that. Um, I would get emails from people a lot that they listened to the recording again and again and again. And maybe on the third or fourth or fifth time, they felt like a really deep shift. So if you feel called to listen to this again and let the energies continue to marinate and percolate and go deeper, then do it. And if you don't feel like it, then don't. So just definitely feel into it. But this is one of these recordings that's really good for a day when you're feeling a little tired, a little lazy, when you just want something soothing. So we're going to sprinkle moments of presence in today, but we're absolutely going to focus on clearing the blocks from your body. So once again, let's all take a moment and connect to your breath. Simply feel and notice your breath. And now that your attention is inward on the breath, feel and notice in your body any tension, any tightness. And take a breath and open up, relax, release. For anyone who's feeling a little bit too sped up to do that, then maybe stand up and shake your body out and then lie back down. All right. So I'm going to start with a little guided breath now into the breathe and feel to get us into theta mode, theta brainwave. This is where we access the subconscious. We start crossing that barrier and we start allowing not just the memories to leave, but the energy that's been stored within your body. So simply come back to your breath. And now bring your attention right below your navel, your belly button, and begin to feel your breath connecting here down deep in your core. And as you slowly deepen your breath, just starting to gently inhale a little more deeply Soft, smooth, gentle inhales. Soft, smooth, gentle exhales. And the key word I would like you to tune into right now is gentle. Think of your body today like a flower, gentle petals that open up to the sun. When we feel safe, we can open and let these energies move. So as you allow your breath to move all the way down into your belly, stay connected to your belly and feel this gentle breath. No forcing, no fighting. And if breathing into your belly seems too much, because sometimes people will say it feels stuck or it's hard, then don't even bother. Just let the breath be gentle. All right, and this entire breathe and feel is really a reflection of what I've done for years now and what I do day to day. And it's always different, it's always intuitive, but we're going to do it together. So let's start by setting the energetic stage. So I would like you to take any thoughts, any worries that have been rolling around in your consciousness, and I'd like you to hand them over right now to yourself as creator. Hand them to the creator. You can give them to Jesus, Mary, Joseph, doesn't matter. Your team, if you want to give them to your higher self. These words are all interchangeable. Let's hand all your problems, all your worries, all your struggles, everything you've been running through, everything that's been causing you tension in your body and constriction in your heart. Let's hand it all over to yourself as creator right now. And of course, your team, it's just different reflections of you, different vibratory levels. You as an archangel, you as an ascended host. So let's hand those lifetimes over. Every memory from the past, let's hand it over. Every worry of the future, let's hand it over. Let's even hand over every relationship in your life. Just give it to yourself as creator, to your team, to the whole universe. And I'm just going to wash our hands and say, all right, I'm done working. You're in charge now. Clear the slate for me. And then take a breath and come back into your body. Feel your presence. Feel your heart beating. Feel your power, the power of your presence, your beingness, your spirit. And now let's break energy with the whole world. So I'd like you to push the whole world away. The mass consciousness, the news, your friends, your family, your job, your neighbors. Push it all away. And we're going to put it in a figure eight. So I want you to draw a figure eight. Your body is in one side of the loop and the world's in the other side. You don't have to even draw it. Just snap your fingers and have it be done. The point is, Learning to break energy is very important, and it's step one. And now that you have done it, take a deep breath. Big inhale and exhale. Feel your presence. Feeling you, not feeling the world, not feeling all the energies flying around. Let's start to feel you and feeling that essence of you grow and grow and grow. And we're turning the dial now of one of the most beautiful human skills, and that is focus. Your focus is your power, what you focus on. That's one of your greatest powers in life. So let's focus on your presence. You could call it the feeling of life force that you can sense through your body. And let's go ahead and turn the dial up on your light, your presence. Regardless of what other people think of our light, we're going to turn it up anyway. And relaxing into it. And now this is the key. Take a breath and relax into your light. Open, open, open. So every block, every barrier that we experience in our life, every trouble, every conflict can be boiled down to one thing, and that is fear. You could call it judgment, but fear is the ultimate judgment that keeps us separated from ourselves. Fear causes you to constrict, to shut down, to withdraw, to hold back, to close down, to clamp down. So let's take a breath now in this safe space. The whole world is way out there. It's just you, your light, your team, God, creator, source. You're safe. Take a breath and open, open, open. And let's make this very real in the day to day. Your body has shut down for a reason. You're carrying ancestral energies. You're carrying the fears of your mother, your father, their father, and on and on and on. Every lifetime, from first separation until now, eons, millennia of fear. So let's take a breath and tell the body, you're safe. If you'd like, take your hand, rub your heart, rub your chest, rub your tummy, whatever feels good to you. I would like you to soothe your body and start getting used to doing this. You know, some folks might think this sounds silly, but the things I've done the last decade plus have changed my life. I wouldn't be here doing these calls if I didn't 100% know from experience how powerful it is. So, body, you're safe. Mind, you are safe. If your mind tends to think thoughts that are unsafe, we're safe. And as you feel your presence now, I'd like you to feel you. And, I'm hearing, well, what do I feel? Simply feel. You're going to feel all sorts of things, I promise you. You're going to feel more than ever in your body, more aches, more pains, more tension. And that's a good thing because you're starting to feel more and more tension, more tightness, more pressure. You're feeling it now. It's always been there. It's just a matter of your awareness growing and growing and growing. So everyone who walks this path of embodiment feels more and more sensations in the body. And I don't know one person who hasn't complained about it and made it into a problem. So today, let's take a breath and go right into your body. Once again, take a moment and be with your breath. Let it be gentle and soft. Let it flow on its own. And now let's notice the sensations, the areas of tightness, pressure, maybe chronic pain. Maybe some tight muscles that you hadn't noticed before, your jaw, your eyes, your hands. Letting everything open, open, open. Relaxing into your body. You are not your body. It's such an important distinction. Let your essence, your light, merge into your body by relaxing into it. It's a deep inner surrender. And when you feel the resistance come up, because you will, I feel it 24/7, the more integrated. Every day I become more integrated through my body. Every day I become healthier, lighter, brighter. Well, some days, seem like 2 steps backwards and then a quantum leap forward, but year over year, I'm healthier. And 24/7, as I relax into the body and open, 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 body, you're safe, mind, you're safe, all is well. We're safe now. We're safe now. I'm eternal. So, body, I'm eternal. I'm safe. It's okay now. You don't have to shut down anymore. You don't have to lock down. You don't have to brace yourself, body. It's okay. Start making these conversations with your body normal. Hey, shoulder, you don't have to tighten up. I got you. Guess what? I am eternal. And you know what? In this lifetime, I'm not being whipped. I'm not being beaten. I'm not being abused. That's not here. It's not now. And it doesn't belong here. I command these energies out of my body now. And so it is. And I welcome back my light, cleared and purified. So as you take a moment to relax and release all the tightness that comes up, let's ask the body, show me where you've been holding on. Show me right now. And let's just go ahead and poke those areas. And whatever's coming up, take a breath and lovingly let it know you're safe, you're loved, I've got your back, the whole universe has your back. If it feels like fear, you're safe. If it feels like shame or guilt, not good enough, unworthiness, you're loved, you're lovable. All right, so let's take a moment again, and I'm going to give you a few breaths to just be with your body, with your breath, with your own consciousness. Relax and open into whatever arises. And for full transparency here, and because everything I share is meant to be integrated into your everyday life completely, not that you're going to do it just like me, but the foundation of these principles are the same across every healing modality, basically. Call this somatic healing, call it what you want, call it theta healing. We're doing it right here, right now. We're shifting things massively. And so, in the beginning of this call, of course, I welcomed all of your creator essences, your highest consciousness, and then I welcomed the highest frequencies and tones, the highest vibrational frequencies that would best support each and every one of you to come through in my words and in our presence together. So the whole universe is conspiring for you. And we all know we live in a placebo effect here. I believe we're all more than aware of that now. Whatever this holograph is that our mind creates is a reflection of our beliefs, 100%. And so when you know it and you claim it, I am creator and I am life. I am one with life, and life supports me. That is that. And now, when you also know as creator that you have no fear, you, who you truly are, who you've always been, has no fear because you are unchangeable, unharmable, untaintable, untouchable. Feel that in your body. Let your body receive that awareness. I have never been harmed. I have never been hurt. Bodies die, they come and go, but we carry on and on and on. And bodies are fun, but they weren't meant to be forever. Who would want the same body forever? All right. So, body, I'm eternal. All right. So you can let go of all the fears you've held on to, body. It's time to let it go now. And taking a breath and sending love to each and every personality aspect that is still holding on. And sending love. You can do that with a thought. You can do it with a visualization. You can blow them a kiss. You can send them a burst of light, or you can just know it. I find knowing to be my most direct way of shifting energy, manifesting. If I just know something is done, my reality reflects it. Now, the part that gets a little tricky here is certainly that self-doubt, is it not? It is that part of us that questions and doubts. And who do you suppose that is? Do you suppose that comes from your higher levels, your higher consciousness? Of course not. That is all the ego, all the old aspects. And we'll even today be very generous with the ego. It is the children and the lifetimes that were beaten, abused, used, burned at the stake. We were talking about witches earlier. So, yes, they have experienced some very intense trauma. But let's take a breath right now and let them all know, guess what? You were always creator. You just didn't know it. You got so scared, you freaked out, and you put all this emotional intensity into your body of consciousness, and then you carried it from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. When in fact, once you awaken, you're free. There is no karmic cycle. There is no reincarnation unless you choose to. But we became so dense, so heavy that we became trapped in a karmic loop. Just like your mind gets stuck in mental loops, mental fears, mental patterns. It's the same exact thing on a different level. So let's take a breath now. Go into your heart. Feel your heart open, open, open. I'd like you to connect to the essence of your heart now. Feel the true essence of you. Can you feel that softness? I don't want to put too many words on it, but this presence of love, this eternal essence that actually makes your heart beat. All right, let's go ahead and command this essence to expand through your heart, filling your lungs, your ribs, your shoulders, your arms, all the way down through your solar plexus, the carnal levels, down through your creator and sacral chakra, down through your hips, your legs, into your feet. Let it expand, filling the room you're in or the city, the state, the country, the whole planet. Just let it poof wide open and let yourself float in this beautiful embrace. And now this is you. The you that has no opinions, no past, no future, no judgments, no fears, no to-do list, no house to take care of, no friends to worry about. Let's feel this and let it permeate through every cell of your body, your awareness, your mind. Allow yourself to open, 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 gently opening, flowering, blooming. And your body is constantly recalibrating vibrationally. So let's just let this recalibration happen easily, effortlessly. Whether you're feeling nothing, light as a feather, heavy and relaxed, let's just let your mind be empty, not trying to define or figure anything out. A moment of being, pure isness. And it is in these very gaps between thinking that the light pours in. And now let's just take our magic golden eraser and wash away the energies from these lifetimes and these children. Just wash it away. Wiping the slate clean, and just like that, snapping your fingers. Feel a clean slate, pure consciousness. And letting yourself become as expansive, boundless, endless, feeling the totality of all that you can sense. How far can you sense you beyond your body? Open, open, open. You're safe. You're not going to get whacked. You're not going to have your head chopped off in this lifetime for being too light, too bright. Maybe a little gossip, but we can handle that. Open, 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 open. So I'd like you to just feel this radiance, and let's turn the dial now. Now, this is where I like to turn up the volume, turn that disco ball on, and let it start to sparkle a little bit. So let's go ahead to the core of the nucleus of every cell in your body, and let's go ahead and amplify. All right, light, the pure golden consciousness, let's amplify, 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 gently but brightly. And let's start feeling your body lighting up, lighting up, lighting up, purifying, divinitizing. And now that everything is illuminated, let's go right into this question. And I'm going to sort of combine these two and the fear of self or others, I'll call it, with demonic type energies. The stuff that religion talks about, whether it's people calling us a witch or just reacting to our light. Let's face it, the darkest of dark, if you want to call it that, at the core of it is light. The core of everything is pure consciousness. So technically, everything is light, everything is powered by light, everything is light at the core. So let's have a little fun with this today because, I think back to the day when I was seeing demonic faces. This is about, well, around that time of my near death experience, and all the darkness just had to come up all at once. And I was scared of my own shadow for a while there. And I learned once I will say, had the experience of being eternal, of who I truly am, all I could do was laugh at these big, scary faces. So, it's like perspective is everything. But let's take each one of us now. An example of something that has been very dark that you're dealing with, you've dealt with, or that you're afraid of that triggers you. It could even be a person who's a little grumpy in your world, whatever the most dark thing is that you're comfortable coming up with today. For those who ask questions, let's go right into the example that made you ask a question. Now, we're still here, all sparkly, all expansive, feeling that floatiness. How are you feeling now? Do you feel the areas in your energy field where you're wanting to clamp down, shut down? Let's take a breath. Let's go right into where you feel it in your body and your energy field. Body, I am the light of consciousness. I am creator. Open. Hey, body, you know what we do when somebody makes us want to shut down? Whether we want to protect ourselves from people's gossip, people's words, whether we feel a dark energy around us, which I have countless times, and we automatically feel our energy field start to shrink. Guess what, body? We have a whole new plan. Next time you feel like shutting down, open up. Nobody can harm this light. Technically, when we pull our light in, it magnetizes the density towards us, and we start feeling smaller and smaller and more afraid and more afraid and more powerless. Well, we don't want to do that again. Been there, done that. So let's face whatever darkness, whatever it is that came to mind for you, let's look right at it. Let's take a breath. Let's speak to it. Hello, I'm creator. I am pure, eternal light. You know what I am? I'm unconditional love. I was never born and I never die. I'm translucent. I'm not this body. The body can be harmed, but hey, take your best shot. The mind, the ego, well, the ego can be harmed. You just look at it the wrong way and it gets upset. The ego is always upset. So we're going to sort of write that one off. Don't really need to go there. But I'm translucent, effervescent, unending light. My radiance has no bounds. I have no beginning. I have no end. You can't take anything from me. You can't contain me. You can't put me in a box. You can't light me on fire. You can't chop my head off because I'm not my body. I don't have a body. Literally, Nothing can harm me. So let's look right at that darkness, that fear. It could be that person you've been avoiding. It could be the pit in your belly when you hear people talking about you. Let's connect to that pit, that feeling of, I don't deserve this, the upset, the sadness, the grief that you've felt. All right, let's go right in your body right now and let's welcome the emotions to manifest physically. Connect to the sensation, the tightness in your ribs, your lungs. Let's even really face the fear. Let's imagine right now that your worst fear is happening with this person, this place, this thing. Somebody's, accusing you of this, that, and the other thing, or maybe they're attacking you physically. Maybe you're all by yourself because everybody's left you. Maybe it's just being around that person whose energy is, oh my God. Let's go right into it and imagine ourselves right there, watching it all, feeling it all. And now let's take that breath and notice where your body is tight. This is your key to freedom 24/7, every single day. I want you to really pay attention to this part. If you start to do this every day, your whole life will change. I promise you that. Notice that tension in your body. Take a breath into it. Body, you're safe. You're loved. You're perfect. Exhale, open, open, open. Body, you don't have to shut down. You don't have to lock up. Let the energy move. I allow this energy to move now. You've been holding something in your body. It's affecting your health. It's affecting your mind. It's affecting your outside world. Body, I don't need this anymore. It's time to let it go. Thank you. Take a breath, relax, open. And if I could say it a million times, relax, relax, relax. I guarantee where this is, it is causing tension and tightness. Now, let's not fight with the body to relax, but I've consciously relaxed muscles in my body. I would bet 258,542 times in the last 10 years. It is a constant recalibration of your light merging through your body if you're able to do this. So now let's still be in that same place, that same situation. And I would like you to once again connect to your breath. Now, if the breath is not as full, not as relaxed, that's okay. Let's just notice it. Let's just be awareness for a moment. Now, I'd like you to feel your presence. Feel the power of presence. And then feel into your heart center that knowing I am. I am creator. And nothing has power over me except that which I give my power to. Feel that in your heart. That power of presence that only you get to choose what to give your power away to, and your absolute innate ability to take a breath, feel deeply, and say no more. And then open up. Open your light, let it expand through the person, the place, the thing. Hit the light switch, crank it up, say enough is enough. You don't own me. I'm done giving my power away to you. It stops now. I know who I am. And now let's look at this person, place, thing, situation, and let's look through the people's projections, through their filters, through their judgments, through the fears of humanity. Let's see it for what it is, a whole bunch of beliefs, constructs, and let's just let that mean nothing, because it is nothing. It is temporary. Everything is constant flux in the material world and in the world of energies, but those energies are all temporary. You are the constant. You're the eternal one. Ah, and what a joy that is. So let's look at the core of each person and see the light in them. Let's even bring forth the biggest boogeyman you can. I'll go ahead and think of the some of the scariest um, dark entities I've run into. And it's quite funny today that they seem like little teeny tiny fruit flies compared to me. They're lost, they're scared, and they're fearful. Any dark entity is technically very, 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 very afraid. That's why it needs to project power on you, try to scare you, try to um, be mean, angry, harmful. Because if you look all the way through it, you'll see the core of it, what created it, was a deep, deep seated fear of being small, powerless, and not wanting to feel that way anymore. And this is where you really embody who you are by having the utmost of compassion for the darkest of dark. And then I'd like you to go a step beyond that compassion and connect to the light at the core. Amplify it and then watch all the density fall away. Just watch it turn to ash. And then wash your hands of it, send it up to the sun, or just carry on. Be gone. I'm done with you. And it's also where, when people in our lives um, react to us from our light. Once again, you're going about your day, somebody makes a comment, you hear something, whatever. I'd like you to listen very carefully again. I'm going to pose a challenge for us, myself included. I love these challenges, but we're going to see if we can do this every single day moving forward. So that moment hits and that reaction is not just in your mind, it's in your body. The magic happens when you can stop, take a breath, and relax your muscles. And the mind's going to be, I want to respond. I want to retaliate. I want to explain myself. I want to, whatever. There's a reaction, some way to defend or protect yourself because, of course, you don't deserve this. But we stop and we pause, and it is a magical pause. This pause is where you take a breath and you feel in your body what's happening. And then you breathe and you feel it dissolve. So whether it is somebody, I don't know, running a red light when you're driving, somebody being a jerk at the store, or somebody in your personal life, mistreating you. Step number one is to take a deep breath and pause and feel in your body. Because when you are relaxing and you're releasing that clenched fist, that clenched jaw, clenched butt cheeks, maybe, when you release that, you are releasing these energies from your cellular structure. You're rewriting your DNA. You're rewriting all the ancestral energies. This goes all the way through. This is embodiment. And now, you can breathe Your diaphragm drops down. Your body comes out of fight or flight. You take another relaxed breath. Body, you're safe. We don't need to defend ourselves. The pause is for your long term health, for you to be done with this pattern, for you to release it completely and permanently. You might need to shake your body out. You might, you know, you might need to hum or sing, vibrate some of this energy out. Again, the magic pause. It's where we catch it in the moment when the body becomes tight. So going back to when we started this call, I said you're going to feel through embodiment your body being tight and more tense than ever. The pit in your stomach, the tight this, the tight that. It's a gift for you to take a breath, stop, connect with your body, let the energy move, open, open, open. You're safe. You're safe now. I'm no longer a child being scolded. I'm creator. I'm no longer a witch being burned at the stake. Let them try to light me on fire. I'm creator. It isn't about the situation. It's about releasing yourself from energies that have followed you for millennia. And as you release these energies, as they dissolve from your body, mind, and aura from first separation until now, the situations will virtually disappear and or when somebody says something, it'll actually sound funny to you instead of you reacting to it like you won't care at all. You're just too big for that. You're energetically the size of the sun, and they're the size of a fruit fly. Their little teeny tiny ego projecting something stupid at you will be funny for real. And the catch for this is also, though, where no one has to believe us. Nobody has to believe the posts that I put out on Facebook. I don't, nobody has to approve of us, believe us. Um, we don't need anything from anyone because part of that whole feeling the power of your presence and your eternal beingness is the knowing that, you know what, I am no thing and I am no one. So anything we want people to think or believe about us, on one level, it's not really true. On another level, yeah, we're here with a personality right now, acting, we got a identity and a personality that we're playing with. But hopefully tomorrow you'll have a new personality. And then the next day you'll have a new personality because we are evolving. Right now, we just evolved our nervous system by releasing these things. And as you feel this shift in your body and you do it again and again and again, you're going to be, and you are, I mean, I know you guys, you already are constantly recalibrating. So feel right now how the cells of your body are recalibrating for you. Feel the cells of your body right now singing, dancing, jamming, vibrating. All the energies are moving. Because we're not holding on to anything, we're feeling safe and open. We're feeling who we are, the power of our eternal being. Oh, isn't that magnificent? Feel that. The cells of your body love this. And when you say, body, you're safe, open. I'm not that child anymore. I'm not that lifetime. I'm not that lifetime. I'm not the one who feels like a slave. I'm not the one who feels like, you know, I have to be on top of everything or my whole family's going to die again. All these deep seated fears that your body has been holding on to, we begin to let them go, let them go, let them go. The funny part is you can feel your cells now lighting up brightening up, dancing, moving. And these energy exchanges are fun because you're feeling your DNA activating. I always feel this as pricklies, but we all feel things different. But you're not just feeling this on a multidimensional level because you are. You're bringing more light in from wherever you've been scattered throughout the universe and universes. So let's welcome back all of our light, cleared and purified, which we've been doing this whole time. Let's welcome back all your soul fragments, soul facets, all your universal light beingness as your cells are dancing happily. They're open, they're radiating. And then on a physiological level, they're doing all these little cellular energy exchanges. It's like they all work in this incredible symphony of harmony where they're doing like light speed. Um, the best word I can use is energy exchanges, changes, reconfigurations, rebuilding, rejuvenating, and restabilizing and reintegrating for you. And the cool thing is, your body just does this. Like it's your natural state for your body to just rejuvenate itself and not age. It's a matter of getting all that old energy out of the way, getting your mind out of the way, and really opening up instead of blocking energy. It's the moment when we want to shut down, withdraw, close down, that we need to open up. Just like it's the moment when we want to react, that we need to pause, take a breath and feel, and just, all right, body, open up and let it move. So, as we go from this event today, I'm going to ask each of you, and I'll put it in the email that I send with this call, to play with this in your day to day. When you're driving, when you're walking, when you're on your tablet or your computer or your iPhone, when you're talking to your friends, how many times throughout your day can you take a breath and notice what's happening in your body and consciously release any tension? And maybe there's a little self talk. Let's say you're chatting with your friends and somebody says something and your mind goes, oh my God, well, should I have said that? Oh, did that sound like I was being a jerk? Or, these little self doubt thoughts that come around. And then this sense of low lying, kind of low key shame or guilt or self doubt energy starts to come wafting through your body. I want you to take a breath. Notice where you feel it and say, no, body, that's not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. Because no judgment is yours. No old energy. If you choose, and you're all here because you've chosen it. So if you choose to go on this mission of embodiment with me, this is where we embody who we truly are, the light of consciousness, creator consciousness, call it crystallis states of consciousness. And in that state, truly, no emotional energies are ours. We become the true, neutral, non dual creator in form. And so any energies of judgment, should have, shouldn't had, right or wrong, good or bad, they're just out of the whole um they're not even in this universe that you live in anymore. They're just not mine, not mine, body. Let it go. Let it move through. We don't need that anymore. And you become very adept. You feel it, you take a breath. Oh, look what just popped up. Some kind of self-doubt. Nope, body, that's not ours. Be gone. Move it through. And then you poof, you turn the dial back to your light, the power of presence, that pure consciousness, and you say, open, 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 open. And you turn that dial up and you let it shine. And you know, and feel this again in your heart, you know that you are perfect, you are loved, you are lovable, you're safe, you're eternal, You can never be harmed. And you begin to move and flow with all of creation as the truth of creation, nature, and the core of every person, the namaste, that light at the core of them. When you connect to that with every person and you don't judge them anymore and you don't need anything from them, you're not needy, you just love unconditionally, suddenly you begin to flow with life in such a beautiful, open, and radiant state. The biggest challenge is just getting over again that little bugger who's never happy, who probably doesn't like you very much, the ego. Probably says you suck and, your life sucks and the world sucks and all that kind of good stuff, right? So just be aware of who you are. Feel your presence, feel your power, and don't let the internal or external darkness or self doubt shut you down, shut your love down. Just tell it, you don't have power over me anymore. I'm done. No more. And so it is. And then taking a deep breath, feeling really, really good about yourself. So let's just finish this now. I'm about to turn the recording off. I'm going to end today thanking you so much for being here, for bringing your light to the planet, for this amazing, beautiful light show that we're creating together, and for this universal expansion that you've brought here through having a body on Earth. So I want you to take a breath and feel really, really good about yourself, and always remind yourself that you have the right to accept yourself. And even going beyond that, feel good about yourself. You should. You're a rock star. You're a trailblazer. You took on this amazing Earth mission, if you want to call it that. And um, the whole universe is celebrating you. So thank you so much for being here today. I am celebrating you. Lots of love. Namaste.